Hi guys, hope you're good. So I'm sure you guys have watched that heated exchange between Rufai and David Umahi. It was so heated. Damn it. I was holding my breath for both sides. And thank God Umahi wasn't in the studio with them. I'm sure that by now would have probably heard somebody must have lost their teeth or something. Umahi got completely out of place. Like he got swept off from the force that Rufai came with. I don't know what you guys think. Let me play that video for you so that you have an idea of what we're talking about. Here is it.
So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You are too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but they are empirical.
You are too small
Minister,
for me to
Minister, let me speak. Minister, let me speak. I have empirical evidence. The world watched it on the commissioner of the project when you mentioned the questions I asked you to the president. That was reporting me to the president officially. The world watches, so you don't need to dilly-dally about the empirical facts. I don't talk without facts, Minister. You know, when I have my facts, I talk. And I insist on my question when I ask on cost.
Let me only address you.
Minister, you will not allow me speak. The problem is you will not allow me speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not.
What your profession is.
You will not allow me speak. You see, if you can just keep quiet and be calm and just allow me speak, I'll be happy. All right. So my question still persists as regards the cost per kilometer. You cannot tell me that we don't have a right to know the cost per kilometer. Even if it's an undulating landscape, give us all the facts and the details of the cost per kilometer. That's all we'll ask for. Other questions as regards the loans taken. Let me finish.
I won't keep quiet for you to damage information.
Let me finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me speak. The minister will not allow me speak.
No. Don't do that with me.
Minister will not allow me speak.
I was in your studio.
Minister will not allow me
speak. And when the first section was on, and I ran the figures. And what you're asking us is 750 kilometers of coastal highway. We should tell you cost per kilometer. So you multiply by 750. That's Nosisika.
No, so tell me the cost per kilometer. There's nothing too hard for you to tell me that figure. You've not still told me that figure. So I was right on that point. The second point...
Because you don't understand anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
You don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
You cannot ask me to tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Umahi, Minister. I didn't know. So... Please,
I'm professor in practice. I'm professor in practice.
Okay.
I understand engineering very well.
So secondly,
and you have no knowledge of what you're asking.
If you will let me,
you have no knowledge.
If you will let me ask.
So you keep quiet.
Okay.
And then stop.
Okay. Minister, it's all right. Keep dignifying yourself and let the world see you for who you are. If you allow me speak. The other 100 kilometers that you said they've added to it, we would like to know the cost per kilometer of that one. And the Winsome Homes, the case is in court. Now, I would like to know the cost per kilometer for that one. I would like to also know the over 700 billion first tranche of loan you guys got for this project. Has the money been spent? How was the money deployed? I would also like to know. I would also like to know the terms of that loan. All right, how many years? What's the payback period? What's the payback term of that loan? And for the Winsome Homes, isn't it interesting that as somebody that's been a governor in the state, you know the law, a case is in court, and then you're coming to talk about the details of the cases in court. Because you deny that the case was not in court, now you've already accepted that the case is in court. So is it not just better you thrash it out with the woman that is been reporting a case in public that we all heard, and I ask you questions based on that? So, Minister, just answer the questions. I've got no axe to grind with you. You know that. We've spoken many times. In fact, when your people called to book, I booked them, and I said you should come on air. So please just tell us those information. It's very important, Minister.
I'm not hearing, even though this guy is...
Okay, so you've seen the video. What you guys really think? I got some couple of comments made online, where I got that from, especially on X. X are really vicious people are there. This one says, but then this is not journalism. there is too much disrespect coming in from journalism. Too much disrespect coming in form of journalism. If I was in that position, there is every chance that I may not reply. Why so much disrespect? Cause you want the details on something. There are better approach to asking. You shouldn't go on air and start making your guests feel attacked. That's unprofessional. Well, you know what? When this person said this thing, I needed to go to check his profile because he did sound like someone who is trained in the aspect of communication. Because again, sometimes it's not even about screaming and shouting, because you could tell that already from the get-go. You would tell Rufai is already, I don't know what he's angry about or what triggered him, but you already have him triggered by something, and then he start asking with a loud tone. There's a way you can ask somebody a question that even would throw him off balance, but in a much more respectful manner, and they will feel really sad that you asked them that kind of question, and the question was just too good to not answer. But the way he went, try to dignify yourself, like. Is this still a way of asking questions? Like, is that really a way of asking questions? In journalism, people make reference to, have you gone to UK Parliament? Have you gone to international media? Is this how they, like, I've been to international media, so this is how they ask their questions. This is how they ask their questions. Like, this is just throw words out there without even sticking to the point. If you're really needing to get something from somebody, sometimes they say you have to steal it. In journalism, you have to steal it from the person, even when they don't want to say certain things. But the way you ask the question, the respectful manner you ask the question, would make the person, be really triggered and said, you know what, that place, you guys had really difficulty in asking your questions. But when the person already feels like you already have some bad blood, because again, Rufai referred to what it was in the past. Rufai referred to how it was, or who he was, how he was in the past. Like, you asked a question in the past and he never answered you, and that they are reporting you already to the president. You're already watering down the essence of that question session by saying that you are reporting you to the president. By, even if it was true that he did report, is it the best place to bring it up when you're trying to get something from somebody? Is it the best place? But by saying that already, you already, created a space or created a platform for chaos. And Arise News should please caution Rufai. Though he's not professional in broadcasting, that's not what he studied, but there are ways you can go about engaging somebody to get whatever it is that you want for the person without sounding so chaotic, because it was so chaotic. Now, even me, if you were asking me a question and you start off like saying you reported me to your boss previously, so I'm not going to dignify, I'm not, like, the way he put it, like, I'm not serving you. Like, what was that supposed to mean? Why did you have to say that? By putting that first, I thought that would have been maybe something later, if I thought it's necessary for you to put it. Maybe after the interview, then you can probably just slip it in that you reported me to your boss the last time. Instead of bringing that, then you now set a tone for chaos, and then you think you are doing journalism. Who are you doing a favor? Who are you doing a favor? Like, this thing you are doing now, is it for who? Is it for Rise News or for Nigerians or for yourself? Because I just see somebody who is trying to call attention to himself. Gosh, I don't even think I would have even been making this kind of comments if I thought I'm not giving that particular opportunity. So this one says, Rufai asks this question as a layman: what stops Umahi from throwing light on it without being agitated? You don't expect a journalist to be an expert in every field. If Umahi had said, yes, it's not nearly, we had this kilometers of swampy area, we had to construct this kilometer of bridges, the straight road cost so per kilometer, but the undulated area were costed based on what has been done. Yeah, I understand that, but again, he had already set up the tone the tone was you reported me to the president, and then Umahi was not saying you are too small to him to report you to the president. You already set the tone for chaos. So why did you have to do that? You triggered something, so you just don't have to trigger something and then look back and say, I did this. You come out and start beating your chest. I rattled the minister. To what end? He didn't answer the question now. To what end? Oh, you know what? I'm done with this place, man. I'm done with this particular topic. Let's go to the next one, I beg.